Welcome or welcome back to a game of Fangs and Thrones. My name's Hannah, these are my long nails, and this is a reading vlog. It's Monday. I've just been redoing my nails because we'll get to that in a minute. Actually no, you may have seen in the last vlog that I've been trying to do acrylics, and then that didn't really work, so then I just put some false nails on and just did gel over the top. Well, they lifted this morning, so they had to come off, and now I have, I'll just show you the messy room, just so I can show you. We have these gorgeous ones that are all the same length, and I am managing. These are a little bit longer than I've ever had before, and I don't normally go for the coffin shape. I tend to be more almond or oval, but you know, it's pretty and I do like the pink. You probably can't tell, but there are little flower stickers on the nail as well, but enough about nails because this is a reading vlog, not a nail vlog. But I'm kicking this vlog off with a finished book. I finished The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I think at first glance I'm going to give it a 3.5 rating. I mean, it was enjoyable. I read it in less than a day. I would say I started it last night and finished it today. It's a really quick read, following Lara, who is the daughter of one king, who has been telling her all her life that the neighbouring kingdom is bad, and it is her duty to go marry the king and kill him. Now, Lara also has 11 sisters, I think there's 12 of them in all, that have also been told the same thing. So Lara and her sisters compete to see who will marry and eventually kill the king. Now, it is dual perspective, so we get Lara's perspective and we also get the king's perspective, who is Aaron, and he is just a little cinnamon roll. He's so cute, but he's not what Lara expected, and feelings grow, and it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, which, because I think the whole series is on Kindle Unlimited, isn't a bad thing for my wallet, because it doesn't count as buying books, but I am still trying to get the TBR down, so I'll probably put that on a I'll put that on a list for future Hannah for a future reward, because I am interested in continuing. So we have the jar, and good thing about these long nails, I can get right down to the bottom. There we've got one. And I haven't figured out the angle to put this on properly. Okay, so we have The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I know this is a particular favourite of Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. And I think this is set in an alternate in New York, where if magicians come into New York, they are stuck, because if they try to leave, it's either New York or Manhattan, but if they try to leave, they sacrifice their magic. We follow our main character. I think it's a young female, and she has the ability to go back in time, so she goes back before this void was erected, and she's there to try and save the day. My synopsises are great, aren't they? But I shall probably come back to you tomorrow with a more in-depth synopsis, and we'll find out some names. press the button. Hi guys, so it's Wednesday. I am finally uploading the vlog for last week, which is very short. I am doing a very random angle because the nail saga continues. I think this is the third set I've had this week, and it's only Wednesday. The book I'm reading is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I was right with my that's my phone going off. I was right with the very vague synopsis that I had for you guys. Our main character, Esther, can travel back in time through magic. She's trapped in Manhattan from the Order, who have discovered a way to trap mages in Manhattan by a brink, which is like a magical wall. If you go through the magical wall, you either die or you lose your magic. Normal people, I don't think it affects too much, but Esther goes back in time to try and find this book that seems to have the Order secrets. And because my nails are done with their first coat, I can show you what they are hopefully going to look like. Now, the camera probably won't pick it up, but don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of a dual colour French tip going on. We have the pink base and then a little purple French tip, and then some little gold sparkles, and on this one we have a flower nail sticker. So the second hand is like, and underneath them I have a metallic rose gold shimmer. But yeah, my next thing I haven't given up on acrylic, I've just given up on trying to do it on myself. So the next thing I want to try and learn how to do on myself is polygel. And I'll probably be doing the lazy girl method, but I don't think I want to part with these, considering I had such a hassle trying to get the nails to stick for more than a day in the first place. So yeah, I'm just going to let my vlog for last week process, and then I can upload it to YouTube ready for you guys, and then hopefully it won't take me until Wednesday to do this vlog, but my posting schedule is all over the place. And Tuesdays are just rehearsal day because I don't have much time in between getting home from work and going out, and then when I get back it's like 9:30, so I just want to sleep. Well, it finishes at 9:30 by the time I actually get home. It's like 10 o'clock, so it's not too bad, but I'm going to finish these and probably read. I am enjoying The Last Magician. It's very popular. It's very atmospheric. There is a creepy element to it. I am enjoying the 1900s New York, and I'm interested to see where the story goes, but I'm going to pop you down and finish my nails. We're not doing time lapses, nope, because I got nowhere to put them. I've got nowhere to put this camera, and I can't do it one-handed. So that's it for this update, I think. Hi guys, so I think this is becoming a regular occurrence. I'm playing with nail varnishes again. Well, technically it's polygel, but I finished the book as well. I finished The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. The person I thought the betrayer was going to be one of two people, was going to be either one person or another person, but it turned out to be somebody completely different, and I can't say that I'm mad about it because it just ended up being, I had a theory about who the professor was, but my theory was right and wrong at the same time. My idea was right, but the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but my idea was right, but the application of it was a little bit not. So I'm still debating on the review. I can't really move right now because I have camera in one hand and the other hand under a UV light. Look, I will show you these when they're done. And aside from a little accident where one nail ended up being hollow, I'm still not sure how that one happened, and another nail just popping off just there when I was undoing my laces, these are doing better than any of the false nails I have tried, and there goes the stack. But I also have a new journal, so I have my first book review of my first in my new journal, and I will probably come back to you when I know what I'm reading next and what I'm writing The Last Magician, and then we'll pull the prompt card out. If it is Order of Darkness by Philippa Gregory or The Priory of the Orange Tree, I'm not reading it, because at the middle of July to the first weekend of August, I'm going to actually be away. I'm going to be in America for holiday, so I'll be taking, probably won't take both, and technically I think Order of the Darkness is 3 books in one, so I'll probably just take Priory of the Orange Tree and my Kindle. So yeah, and my nails have just finished cooking. So we have Nightmare Before Christmas. This was the nail that ended up being hollow. I don't think I put enough polygel in, well, on the false nail, because I do the lazy girl method. And these are the other ones. This one just popped off, so I've just had to quickly do it again, and I might stick it back under the light because it still feels sticky. So that's it for this update, I think. So as promised, I'm coming back to you. It is Saturday now. I finished the review of what did I just read? The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell, and I've gone for 4.5 stars. I did really enjoy it. There was just the danger and the stakes just didn't feel there for me, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and the emotional hits were there, but because I didn't feel totally connected to the characters, they didn't hit as hard as probably the author intended. And then I picked out a new book. I picked out, pardon me, The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Orr. So it's a really cute story. This is the gorgeous Fairyloot edition, and you know why I love it, don't you? It has a dragon. And then there is also, try and do this one-handed. I keep the author letters with the books, with one exception. It's on the wall. It's the dragon. That was from a book whose book title I've forgotten, but it was I just fell in love with that print, so I had to go on the wall. This one might as well, depending on how I feel about the book. But this print is also embossed on the book itself, and it is gorgeous. I apologise for any mispronunciation that will happen next, but this is a retelling of the I want to say Chinese, Korean. I knew it was Eastern, but this is a feminist retelling of a classic Korean legend, and I believe the legend is Shim Chong, who was sacrificed to the god of the sea. But this follows that basic storyline, but instead of Shim Chong, it is Mina. Mina is the sister of the boy that Shim Chong likes, and it was Shim that was supposed to be sacrificed to the sea god. So Mina has stepped in, presumably to save her brother June from the heartbreak of losing his beloved, but he loses his sister instead, so she didn't really think that one through. But it is quite a nice, quick story. I only started this morning. And in terms of plans for the rest of the afternoon, I did say I would do my mum's nails, and she doesn't want to be on camera, so I'll come back to you later. I quite like this angle. You are on my windowsill. You can see my book collection. It has been a while since I vlogged. I apologise, but I've been busy. I've been obsessing over doing polygel nails, and I think, touch wood, that I've cracked it. And then I also have been tidying / organising my tiny little cave of a room, and I have been buying books. So I'll do I was going to do a mini haul, but considering today is the 10th of July and I actually go away on the 21st, I think. It's not long at all. I figured I would just do a bit of a vlog for the month, well, half a month. Excuse me. So I think when I just left you, I had just started Strange Grace. I have since put it over there, and I'm still debating that rating, even though it's been like a week. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5. It was very beautifully written, and it was very atmospheric, and I did enjoy the discussions of gender, sexuality, expectation, gender norms, that kind of kit and caboodle. But it took me forever to read it, and I kept finding other things that I wanted to do, nails included, which tends to mean I'm not enjoying a book as much as I think I am. But the current book that I'm reading is Crown of Coral and Pearl by Mara Rutherford. I'm just on the 123 page mark, which is chapter 10. This follows Noor and her sister Zadie, and they live on the ocean. They get everything from their little town. Their little village is called Verenia, and the Crown Prince of Elara, which is the land, for generations they have married the most beautiful girl in Verenia. Now, Noor has always wanted to see Elara, but she's never actually thought she would be the person. However, this is on the synopsis, so I haven't really got too far into it. And I think Hara is the capital. Oh no, Elara, I can't read. But these two, Noor and Zadie, are twins. Zadie is named after pearls, and I think Noor is named after this blood coral that gives the village of Verenia these really nice pearls that are worth a fortune. However, something is going on. The pearls aren't being produced as much, and the king isn't giving them as much money as he used to, so they are struggling. So Noor Zadie is the one who's chosen to go to the land, but she doesn't want to go because she is in love with her and Noor's best friend Sammy. So they do what they always do in YA, they switch places. Now, these girls are pretty much identical, but No has a scar on her cheek from the blood coral from when she was a child, which pretty much put her out of the running for being the most beautiful girl, even though like this scar I'm guessing is minuscule. But then Zadie is in an accident that she manufactures herself because she doesn't want to go and marry a stranger, she wants to marry Sammy. That leaves her scarred, and I think she really hurts her leg as well. So we've just got to that bit, and I am enjoying it. I really hope that the villain is multifaceted, because I need a good villain to get into a story. Speaking of which, I do have some books. I've bought quite a few actually. This read 9 by 1 out the window for now. I have Ghostwood Song by Erin Waters. Let's just grab them. Erica. That was close. So we have Erica Waters' Ghostwood Song. This is the Book Box Club edition. I put an order in because they were going out of business. Shady Grove is her father's daughter, through and through. Inherited his righteous curly hair, devotion to bluegrass, and his ability to call ghosts from the grave with his fiddle. The cursed instrument drowned with him, though. Taken with it the whispering ghosts, nightmare and grief and obsession that forced her daddy to play. But Shady's brother was just accused of murder, so she has a choice to make. Unearth the fiddle and the nightmares that sang her father to the grave, so she can speak to the dead and clear her brother's name. Or watch the only family she has left splinter to pieces. Now I think this is gothic southern horror. I've heard good things about that one. And then one that I haven't heard for a while, I don't think, is The Beckoning Shadow by Katherine Blair. And this one follows Vesper Montgomery, who can summon your worst fear and turn it into reality, but she'd rather not. Learned the hard way that it's addicting and dangerous, difficult to control and even harder to understand. Wrong one move could accidentally hurt someone you love. So she's a bit of a loner. Then a chance encounter introduces Vesper to other people like her who have special abilities that separate them from your average baseline human. Finding them leads her to a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a tournament of the unravelling, where competitors battle it out for a chance to rewrite the past. Determined to avoid using her powers, she turns to Sam Hardy, former MMA fighter who's also carrying a tragedy he wants to undo. However, helping heal Sam's heart will mean breaking her own, and the competition won't let her ignore what's inside her. So she has to master her powers. Powers she's been terrified of since they destroyed her life. So it's a urban fantasy, methinks. Then I went to the charity shop, and I can't get these can't get to these ones as easily. But I did write them down. Hang on. Yeah, so I also went to a charity shop. Let's have a look at what I bought in the charity shop. The Last House on Needless Street by Katherine Ward, a thriller that's doing the rounds. The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie, a Poirot book. And The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin, which is the sequel to the Broken Earth trilogy. Then yesterday I bought more books and food. I bought The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, the first in the Wheel of Time series. When the village is attacked by terrifying creatures, Randall Thor and his friends are forced to flee for their lives. The ancient evil is stirring, and its servants are scouring the land for the Dragon Reborn, prophesized hero who can deliver the world from darkness. Sounds vague and I like it. And then I also picked up book 2 of the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, Royal Assassin. Can't talk too much about this one with it being a sequel, but it follows Fitz, who in the first book is discovered to be a bastard of the Crown Prince chivalry and is trained to be an assassin. What more do you want me to tell you? But I'm going to do now. So I have just finished, where did I put it? Crown of Coral and Pearl by Maura Rutherford. I am still debating on a rating because, like I say, I have literally just finished this. I am waiting for the Read 9 by 1 episode to... I'm calling it an episode because I think it's fun. This is going to be a series of videos like recent reads, but not, basically. I did want to film that mini haul, but the camera didn't break, and I used your words. The camera battery ran out, but I must say, I am very impressed with this battery. I haven't had to charge it yet, and it didn't take that long to fully charge either. But I have a stack of books just to that side. I don't know what this was. Ew, I'm a duck. But yeah, I have a stack of books just to the side that I'm going to be hauling. Let's see. Let's do something different for this read. Let's pick a prompt. Because I haven't done a prompt in a while. Nope, that's not the prompt jar. That is hair bubble jar. Try again. I do have a prompt jar. Is this it? Let's have a look. He's stuck. I'm just picking one out to see if it is a prompt or if it is a book title. Right, this is the prompt jar. So we'll just pop that one back in. Watch me pick out the same one again. Nope. Okay, so read a book box book. So this is an older prompt, and I did used to get Illumicrate, Fairy Loot and Book Box Club. I have since stopped those subscriptions because I wasn't reading the books as quickly as I was getting them, and Book Box Club unfortunately have gone out of business. So that does give me a lot of room to play with. I could read The Devil Makes Three by Tori Bovalino, which I believe is a dark academia with these kids who let the devil out and have to get him back in the library. Or I could read Pandora by Susan Stokes Chapman, which is a take on the Pandora myth. Pandora was the first woman created by the Greek gods, and she had this box and she was told never to open the box. She opened the box and let all the bad things out. So there's that one. Or I could read something a bit more me, which is a fantasy. Now I remember why I stopped the prompt. It takes me forever to pick something. But I will find something and come back to you, I think. Okay, so where did I leave you? I can't quite remember. But I have got some nice nightmare nails because it is Saturday the 16th. Yep, and I fly to America for holiday this Friday the 22nd, I want to say. We'll check. It's definitely Friday. But we are travelling down, well, across to Manchester on the Thursday. Yeah, so now was as good a time as any to put the nightmares on. I've also painted my nails in a similar blue for Stitch. So yeah, I've got fluff on it. But book-wise, I think when I last updated you, I had just finished The Devil Makes 3, and I think I gave you a review, but I wasn't sure of the rating. Grab the bullet journal. This has the review and everything in it. I gave The Devil Makes 3 5 stars. I couldn't fault it at all. It was atmospheric, it was eerie, it was just everything that I needed. For some reason though, I did think it was Dark Academia. Don't know where I got that idea from, but it's not Dark Academia. It is YA horror, and once I realised that it was YA horror and I read it as a horror instead of something with that Dark Academia vibe, I enjoyed it a whole lot more. My current book is Secrets of the Stars by Maria Cosnia. This is the sequel to A Ship of Shadows. Now, with this being a sequel, I can't really talk too much about it, but it is just as good as the first one. The first one, Ship of Shadows, is over there somewhere, and I think I gave that 4 or 5 stars. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but it follows Elijah, who, it is middle grade. It follows Elijah, who lives in Spain, and she is bored. She doesn't want to live the life that her aunt or her gran has set out for her, so she rebels. She speaks 3 or 4 languages and has a gift for puzzles. Now she runs into the captain of a pirate ship, and it goes from there. Now this pirate ship is called the Ship of Shadows, and it is a magic pirate ship, and the captain and the crew are all women. So this book is chock full of girl power, girls, friendship, found family. One of our characters, Malika, I think that's how you say it, is disabled. She is missing an arm or a hand. I think it's just a hand because the pirate's enemy lopped it off. She's also had her shadow stolen, and in this ship, shadows provide the magic, and shadows are part of the whole ethos. So that makes Malika vulnerable, but she has never let that stop her, and I think a character like that in a middle grade is so inspiring. But this is the sequel. It pretty much picks up where the last one left off. They are after, how much can I tell you without spoiling the first book? But they are after some things that can change the world. They are started. There is a bit more travel in this one, which I am enjoying. We see more about the inner workings of the magic ship, which makes sense because now Aleha is part of the crew. She's not just a stowaway as she was in the first book. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this, thoroughly loving it. So today is Saturday, if I haven't already mentioned. I have my first concert tonight. I recently joined an Amdram society. We are putting on a little bit of a Jubilee concert, and that's tonight, and I'm excited. I also have a video that I want to put up. Nothing too exciting. I do want at some point to film the mid-year freakout tag, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. That might be a tomorrow problem or a Thursday morning problem, because we don't get the train until about 4 or 5 o'clock, so we've got a bit of time to play with, because I finish work on Tuesday. And I did want to wrap this vlog up on that Tuesday so I could edit on the Wednesday and pop it up on the Thursday. We'll see how well that goes. But yeah, I was going to say something. Oh yeah, so I think I'll probably just let edit up to this point with the vlog, edit that video, read while I'm doing that, and just generally chill before the chaos of the concert, and then 2 days of hyper Hannah, because I am terrible and I still have to go to work and it's going to be boiling and then obviously Wednesday is the edity, uploady, techie day, ready for Thursday to be we're going to America day. So I think that's it for this update. I don't know what's happening with this vlog, but you're not, let's be honest, if you're here, you're not here for quality content, really, are you? You're just here for the books. But yeah, I think that's it for this update. Okay, so we are still on Saturday. It's only 20 to 2-ish. I've tried to import the footage for this vlog and a haul. The video that I was going on about before didn't happen. For some reason some of the footage got corrupted and I can't play the haul, so I'll just film that tomorrow. There are some vlog clips that got corrupted, but this vlog is a mess anyway, so I'll just bung it all together and see what happens. But I have just finished, I'm gonna get comfy again, Secrets of the Stars by Maria Cosnia. It wasn't as funny as the first one. The first one had bits that just made me laugh out loud, but that's not to say there aren't comedic elements in it, but that isn't the main focus of this. Without going too much into it, because obviously second book spoilers, but Aleha is feeling a little bit pushed out. She's feeling a little bit lost, and this also deals with feelings of not feeling like you belong, as well as feelings of belonging and what makes a family. It also deals very well, in my opinion, with grief and how that affects other people. Now, I can't tell you too much more about that because obviously spoilers for not only this book but spoilers for the first book as well. But this didn't have second book syndrome for me. It stands out on its own. It has its own plot line, this grief storyline, which also ties in with the overarching plot, which is getting good. And I loved the ending of this. It was just so sweet, but I didn't love it, so I think probably be a 4-star 4-star, just because I wasn't as engaged as I think I could have been. I mean, I didn't exactly have to force myself to read it because I did enjoy it, and I have no problem in effing books, but I just was finding other things to do instead of read, which is normally the case. I'm not enjoying it as much as I think I am. But it was still, when I did read it, I was engrossed. I love Aleha, she's so feisty. Francis is hilarious. Is this I mean, it's on the cover. They get a little cat called Claus. It's so cute. But yeah, because it is still only Saturday and I don't have to make a move for the concert until, well, the concert itself starts at 7. We have to be there for about 5:30 at the latest to help clean up. We have to be there for 6:30 at the latest to get everybody ready and help and whatnot. But the doors will open for us from 5:30 to help set up. And since I'm only around the corner from from the venue, pretty much, I'm just going to go down at 5:30, so I don't need to start getting ready probably until like 4. My dress, my shoes, water bottle and the accessories we were asked to bring is all downstairs waiting. Just my shoes are in a plastic bag and they'll go in the bug's seat, and the dress and the more delicate items and the water bottle are in a backpack, and I'll just wear that going down. I'm not going to get fully changed there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get changed and put my tights, because I'm wearing tights and we all know what a hassle that can be. I'm just going to partly get dressed here, the things that would take a faff to put on and off, especially with nails. So tights, t-shirt, well not t-shirt, but I am wearing a dress that's a little bit low cut, so I'm going to put a vest on so I can put them on before I go, and then just shove a hoodie or something over the top and jeans for when I'm on bug. And yeah, I don't seem to read or update you for ages, and then I have lots to talk about, and then I don't have anything to talk about again. But this vlog is definitely going to run until Tuesday, so then I can sit down and edit on the Wednesday and have it hopefully scheduled for the Thursday. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm saying that now. You'll know when this is up before. You'll see when this is up. And I really do like this angle. And you are propped up on some storage boxes that are next to my bed. But I like this angle. I don't really think I'd be filming videos, like sit down videos on it, but for vlogs it's nice because it's nice and cozy, especially when I do that. And they're just battery operated. So I think, because like I say, I don't want to start Priory of the Orange Tree, which is going to be my main holiday read. I don't really want to read that. I don't really want to start that until Wednesday at the earliest, because my last day at work is the Tuesday, so technically my holidays start on the Wednesday. And same with the Kindle books, even though I'll be taking that with me, because I just think I read Kindle slower. I don't know why, but so it's either going to be middle grade. The Last Firefox is calling my name, maybe because of where did I put it? The cat character and Tinta in here are very animal-like, have an animal-like companion. Well, Claus is an animal and he is a companion, but they have that animal companion vibe to them, and I think foxes are cute. And I don't have any wolf reads. Normally I would just try and find a wolf read, but I don't think I have any. I do want to do the review for Secrets of the Stars, so I know what I'm going to talk about in the next episode of by 9 read 1. Yeah, that would be fun. Read 9 by 1, which, to be honest, has gone out the window, but it gives me some sort of structure. So I'll probably just not mention the books I'll try not to buy any more books. I say that, but watch this time when I come back. I've got a stack of Barnes & Noble special editions, which I have said I'm going to buy, and but because, you know, bookworms like myself, well, book dragon, I'm not a worm, I'm a book dragon, but anyway, book people like us know that book reading and book buying are two different types of hobbies that do sometimes collide, but there's nothing like a special edition, going to a bookshop in a different country, city, place and buying a souvenir. And 3, Barnes & Noble. I've heard amazing things about their special editions, and being in the UK, I haven't really had a chance to experience that until now. Well, in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In about 6 days time. Why did that take me so long to work out? But yeah, that'll be fun. I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not starting right now because I don't want to carry a big heavy hardback, is any of my hardbacks, but especially the second Crescent City book. It's massive and I can hear it mocking me. But I'll come back to you when I've figured something out. Don't know what though, but I'll figure something out and come back to you. So it's now Monday. I think the last time I updated you guys was Saturday, and I was telling you about the concert, which went very well. I did forget to get any kind of footage because I was enjoying myself far too much, and I don't think my mum would have filmed anything for me. But it is Monday. It is the second hottest day of the year so far. It's rumoured that the hottest day will be tomorrow. So that's fun. But let's talk books. I say accidentally. Nobody said, "Oh, here you go, Hannah." But I did buy some more books from the charity shop on Sunday, so yesterday. But I was going to film the haul because the footage I did have got corrupt, but it's too hot. I'll do that on Wednesday. So I've got those. I did read 2 books at the weekend, one of which being Secrets of the Stars, or we'll just get the books. Yeah, Secrets of the Stars by Maria Cosnia. I don't remember if I told you anything about this, but it is the sequel to Ship of Shadows, following Aleha and the magical female pirates of the Ship of Shadows. There is LGBTQ plus, female relationship in here, disability rep, and this one, I'm sure I have told you, but anyway, we'll just repeat myself, it's fine. But this deals with feelings of belonging, grief, maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5. I just didn't love it as much as the first one. What I liked about the first one was that it was so funny. This one feels like a completely different book. It's such a tone shift, which, to be honest, isn't a bad thing because it is the second book, and second books are always hard to write. But it did feel totally different to Ship of Shadows. I do really love these covers though. Then the next book I read in pretty much one sitting, and this is The Last Firefox by Lee Newberry. I did manage to get my hands on a Waterstone signed edition, and this was just so cute. I follows Charlie, who is the adopted son of 2 dads, so that's a nice little perspective that I haven't personally read from before, adoption or gay parents. And Charlie, I may be projecting onto Charlie here, but I think Charlie also has anxiety, or he has anxiety tendencies, because he worries about pretty much anything and everything, In this, his dads are wanting to adopt again so that Charlie can become a big brother. In theory, that's something he wants, but because he feels weak and he is getting bullied, Charlie doesn't think he'd be a good big brother. So he was worrying about that, on top of obviously worrying about being bullied and worrying about the move from year 6, so he's probably about 10, 11, into year 7, which in the UK normally means a bigger school. You tend to be the little fish in a big pond. So while Charlie's also worrying about all that, he comes across Teg, who seems to be a traveller from another world, who dumps this firefox on him and says, just look after him for the weekend, he's in danger, you'll be fine. But obviously we know what's going to happen. He's not fine, but Charlie does bond with the fox and he does learn how to be brave. And there is a touching scene in here with Charlie and one of his dads, and that dad is a firefighter, and they have a touching scene about what it means to be brave. So I did like that. And the villain was terrifying. I'm not going to lie, for a kid's book, the villain was terrifying. So if you couldn't tell, this gets 5 out of 5 stars, and I want a cat now. I want a firefox. Can anybody help? But the current read is Race to the Sun by Rebecca Rohnhaus. I'm about 50 pages in, just about to start chapter 9. This is part of the Rick Riordan Presents series. I do have Tristan Strong, and I have read Percy Jackson. But this follows, I'm going to check the pronunciation before I say anything, but it follows a 7th grade girl called Najoni and her brother Mac. Now Najoni can see monsters, like her dad's new potential boss, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles is increasingly and alarmingly interested in Najoni? Can somebody please tell me, because I don't want to mispronounce anything. But then it turns out that Mac, Najoni's little brother, and Najoni are descendants of the Navajo holy person. Like I say, I'm only 50 pages in, but I am loving it so far. It has that Percy Jackson-esque feel to it, where I think this would appeal to lots of different people, whether they are indigenous to America, if they are part of the First Nations tribe or not. And I do like reading about other cultures, especially when it's middle grade, because middle grade, I think it's easier to grasp those myths. I mean, I can read anything about Greek, but that's because Greek is a interest of mine anyway. But give me something Navajo or Indian, the continent Indian, not American Indian, because I know we don't say that, African, those kind of ones that are outside of my own perspective. I really like reading them as middle grade, at least to start with, so I can get a basis and then I can move up. And I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why I picked this book up was because this guy, he is a horned toad and he looks adorable. He also looks massive, but he's adorable. And we have met him, and he's so funny. He's a bit forgetful and a bit absent-minded, but we love him anyway. I think I'll probably just end this vlog tomorrow, because hopefully I'll finish this and I want to get some videos edited and scheduled, because I go away on Thursday. But yeah, I think that's it for this vlog update, and I'll see you tomorrow, unless I finish Race to the Sun first. So it's Wednesday morning, one more day till Disney. I travel to Manchester tomorrow and fly on the Friday, but I'm sure I've already explained all of that goodness to you guys. But as it is Wednesday and I have finished a book, I think this is perfect time to finish the vlog. So the book I finished was Race to the Sun by Rebecca Rohnhaus. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought it was really imaginative and funny. I want to say her name is Ninjansi, but that's probably so wrong and I am so sorry. It does have a pronunciation guide in the book. I just don't have the book with me right now, but in case I can give you a full rundown, it follows that 7th grade girl whose name I can't say, who has recently begun to see monsters, and her dad's new boss turns out to be a monster, so she has to go to the Palace of the Sun to beat the monsters to get her dad back. Simple plot, brilliantly executed. I love all the nods to the indigenous mythology, which I am beginning to realise is a theme with myself. I love different mythologies, reading about different myths, different mythology, different stories set outside my own white British female perspective. I do have Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky by Kwame Mbalia, and I think this is African American, and I do want to read Arusha, and the rest of the get some more of the Rick Riordan presents, because they are so good. I think Vashti Hardy has one as well. Oh no, this is when I sound like a complete idiot. But anyway, back to the book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well written, simple reading style, because obviously it is meant for younger audiences. If the girl and her brother are 7th grade, in England that would make them 10 or 11. So that gives you an idea. And they deal with other things at home. Her brother's being bullied. Miss Begay, I'm just going to call her. Miss Begay is a bit of an outcast. She only has one friend, but she wants to be internet famous, which was brilliant, and a real nod to what's going on in the world today. And 5 stars. I do have Black Sun by Rebecca Rohnhaus, and I am still really interested in reading that, but I know the tone shift in that is going to be immense, because Race to the Sun was very middle grade, and Black Sun I think is adult/YA. I'm not 100%. You guys know I struggle differentiating between YA and adult, unless it is explicit. But that's it for this vlog. I'm hopefully going to have that up today or tomorrow, and keep an eye out for an accidental book haul that I finally need to finish, that I definitely need to film again. And I'll probably put my mid-year freakout tag in there too, somewhere in the next couple of weeks. So if you like this, whatever this was, hit that like button, and if you want to see this talk about these, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.